Hello, good morning, good afternoon. Hope you have a good day. As you were listening to my lesson for today. Okay, we are now on our second quarter. This is English grade 3. English grade 3. And our topic for today is about be verbs. All right. I know you are all excited. Well, let's go. All right. Verbs tells us an action or a state of being. One of the commonly used verbs is known as the be verbs. Well, the be verbs shows a state of being. What we mean by this is what is the current condition of the speaker or the one who is talking. In this lesson, you are expected to use the be verb am, is, are, was, and were correctly in a sentence. You are going to use those be verbs in a sentence and in a correct manner. Now here, now here we have a situation uh, in which the be verb will be shown and how it is used by in the example. When the situation is Claude, a transferee from your classmate, sorry, Claude, a transferee in your new classmate, was asked by your teacher to introduce himself to the class. Now let us know how he introduced himself to the group. Okay, these things normally happen when you have a new classmates, or if you are new to the school, no, or if we have a new school year, no, during the opening of the class, we are always asked to introduce ourselves. Now here is how he introduced himself. No? He said that, "Hi classmates, my name is Claude B. Reyes. I was born on May 8, 2012. I am 8 years old and I'm an only child. English is my favorite subject and my hobbies are playing basketball and singing. My supportive and loving parents are my best buddies." Again, this is how Claude introduces himself. "Hi classmates, my name is Claude B. Reyes. I was born on May 8, 2012. I am 8 years old. I am the only child. English is my favorite subject. My hobbies are basketball and singing. My supportive and loving parents are my best buddies." Now here is the question. What is the name of your new classmate? Is the name stated there? And how old is he? Now to verify his age, when was he born? And what are his hobbies? And how did he describe his parents? Okay, now, uh, guys, look, the highlighted words above are called the V verbs. They are used to express the state of being. See, this one was, am, of course, there is, am, again, is, are, and are. Guys, these are called the be verbs. No? The be verb will show us the state of being or the current situation of the speaker. As in this example, he is currently telling about certain information about himself. Okay. Now, here we have a learning task, guys. But this is not yet graded. Okay, these learning tasks were put in here to measure your previous knowledge on the verb. No? Uh, as we have already know, the verbs were discussed in your grade 2 English class now. We are just going to measure up how much did you remember uh, on what you have learned on your previous lesson. Now, learning task number one, you are going to write C if the underlined be verb is correctly used in the sentence, and I see if it's not correctly used. Write the answers on your notebook, okay? Write C if it is if the be verb is correctly used, and I see if it is incorrectly used. You are going to answer it on your notebook. Now, sentence number one goes like this. Uh, the books were on the floor. Pick them up now. So the underlined be verb is were. Is the be verb correctly used? Now, sentence number two goes like this. My sister and my mother both busy today. The be verb used here is am. Is it correctly used? Okay, sentence number three goes out like this. Cecilia, the be verb is in the hospital yesterday. Okay, Cecilia is in the hospital yesterday. Now, is the be verb correctly used? Okay, number four. How many items? The be verb is are. How many items? There are many items, sorry. There are many items in our local supermarket. Now, is the be verb correctly used? And for this one, we have I were in Manila last week. Is the be verb correctly used or used correctly? So, now let us try to answer it. The books were on the floor. Pick it up. So the correct answer is the correct answer for this one is letter C. My sister and my mother no, this is not the be verb here is not correctly used. Now Cecilia is in the hospital. Okay, the be verb is correctly used. There are many items in our local. Okay, this the be verb here is correctly used. I was in Manila last week. No, I were pala to. No? So this is not the be verb here is not correctly used. Now, how do we know? How do we actually know if we are using the be verb correctly? And how can we tell that the be verb is not correctly used? Now, to answer that, let us proceed with the explanation. Meron pa pala. Sorry, this there's still no no. There's still a lot of example. Okay, this one, the movie, I'm not really good. The Beaver with am. My brother knows how to fly an airplane. He is a pilot. A student is in the library. December was the last month of the year. I was late. She is there. She is not there anymore when I arrived. So this one, am is not the correct verb. No, the correct verb should be is. So this is incorrect. My brother knows he is very good. Correct. Students, see here. It ends. The noun ends in s, so that means there are a lot of students, and the verb is does not agree with the number of subjects. So this is correct. Okay, December was the last month. Okay, this is. I was late. Singular subject. Okay, this is okay. As I was saying earlier, how do we tell or how can we say that we are using the beaver correctly? Or how can we detect if we are not using the beaver correctly? Now, here is the explanation. Now, be verbs are verbs that indicate the state of being. They take the following forms am, is, are, and were. Now let us example the table below. For the pronoun I, you, he, she, it, we, you, and they. No? We have the pronoun. We have the be verb for present tense are, is, are, and are. Now for the past tense, we have was, were. Okay. Now to elaborate, first, let us review pronoun. Pronoun are the words that are used in the sentence to replace the noun, no? To avoid repetitive use of noun para hindi pa ulit-ulit. So, the pronoun I talks about the pronoun I was is used, no? If you are referring to yourself. So for the present tense, if you are telling the story as it is happening or at your current state, no, you are going to use am kapag nangyayari po, no, kapag kasalukuyang nangyayari. Now we are going to use the past form was if you are telling the story or if the story that you are telling had already happened. Gumagamit po tayo ng was kapag nangyari na po yung ating sinasabi. Now, you, a singular pronoun, refers to the person that in front of you or the one that you are talking to. Uh, if the things that you are talking or currently happening, no, or presently happening, we use the word are. You are late, no? You are currently late. You are talking, you are saying that the person in front of you is already late. Kasalukuyan po yung nangyayari, no? We use were if you are talking about the things that have already happened, no? Say, for example, you are talking to your classmate and then you said that you are not able to pass your assignment on time. So this means that the passing of assignments have already been done. Natapos na yung pasahan ng assignment and the person you are talking to was not able to pass his or her assignment. So this is the difference between the past and the present. Now for the singular, the pronoun he, she, or it, again, these are still all singular pronoun. Pronoun pala. Pronoun. Okay, now we use the present form is and was. No? Use he if we are referring, if we are talking about a boy, no? If you are describing a boy, we use she if you are describing a girl, or if you are talking about a girl, and we use it if you were talking about object or animals. Okay. Now, if you are now let us use this in example. No, he is eating or she is here. No, those things are currently happening, and he was my friend. No, but now not anymore. So before, no, there were friends. No, it happened in the past, but now there were not. So moving on, we have the pronoun we, as we are talking about two persons. No? Okay, we use the present form are, and we for the present, no, and we use were if we are talking about the past. Now we use we if you are talking about you yourself and the person in front of you or the one beside you, no? Or who is with you right now. Now we are using are if we are telling the things that are currently happening. We are here at the online class. We were not here yesterday. So since the yesterday was mentioned, it is clear that the thing happened in the past. Nangyari na yun nung Saturday. Okay. Now you can also be used in as I mean can also be used as plural. So we have the plural present are and the plural form were. Kasi sometimes if you are talking to the collective, if you are talking to the number of persons, no, you sometimes refer to them as you. You guys, yung mga ganun. So they also take the form of the plural form. No? Kapag if the things is currently happening, we use are. And if it happens in the past, we use were. Say for example, uh, you are currently listening to the teacher. Tapos for the past, uh, you guys were not here yesterday. So, marami yon. And then we have the pronoun they. If we are talking about yourself and others. No? So, definitely, this is plural. No? As it involves two or more persons. So, we use the plural form are for the present. And we use were for the past. They are here listening to the class. They were not here yesterday. So that is how you use it in a sentence. Now, for more specific, for more other B verbs, now let us continue with the examples or the explanations. Now, B verbs am, is, and are used to show present conditions. Example, I am fine now. He is the president of this school year. Another example is she is our teacher. Another example is it is a sunny day today. Another example is they are so playful. Okay. Guys, this is a different sentence. No? I forgot to separate them. So, again, the be verbs am, is, and are used to show present conditions or the things that are currently happening or happening right now. Verbs, be verbs was and were are used to show the past condition. Say, for example, uh, I was sick yesterday. So the be verbs was. Last year, he was the class secretary. Again, this happens in the past as it was indicated. It was last year. So she was our teacher in grade 1. So again, using the was to indicate that the thing happened in the past. So they were quiet last night. So the indicator here is last night. It means that it had already happened. And since the pronoun are plural, now we use were. So again, the be verbs was and were are used to show the past condition. Okay, guys, remember, a be verb should agree with the noun or pronoun or the number or in number, no? Say, for example, use is or was if the noun or pronoun being talked about is singular or meaning there is only one noun, no? Say, for example, we have the fruit is ripe, so there is only one noun, the fruit, no? It is ripe, the fruit was ripe, it was ripe. So again, we use was and is if the subject is singular or the noun is only one. Now we use are and were if a noun or pronoun being talked about is plural. Okay, if there are two or more noun involved in the sentence, we use are and were. Now the flowers, they ask indicating that there are many flowers, are fresh. They indicating that there are two or more persons, we use are, they are fresh. The flowers were fresh, and they were fresh. So we use are and were if the noun are two or more. Now learning task number 2, fill in the blank with the correct be verb. Write only the letter of your answer in your notebook. Number 1, I blank from Pangasinan, Pagsanhan, Laguna. So those are the choices are, is, and. 2. What blank is it now? The choices are was, is, and are. Number 3. Uh, there were many animals in our farm. And there are blank many animals in our farm. So the choices are, and is. Okay. Number 4. Before, Alex blanked the tallest in his class, but now it's Marco. The choices are was, were, and is. Number 5. How old uh, blank were you when your mother left for state? So the choices are uh, Was, were, and is. Same choices. Now for number 6 to 10, the movies, number 6, the movie we watched yesterday, or the movies that we watched yesterday. Blank, nice. Choices are were, am, and C, was. Number 7, we blank late during our exam last week. Okay, the choices are were, are, and is. Again, the clue is to know the number of noun. No? Number 8, mother, are you thirsty? The child said yes, blank. The choices are were, was, and am. Number 9, Marla and Marie blank twins. They like to wear similar shirts. The choices for these questions are A, are, B, were, and C, was. Number 10, January blank, the first month of the year. The choices are A, was, B, is, and C, am. Now, for the last activity, in your notebook, complete the paragraph by selecting the appropriate answers for the given choices. We being are be verbs are used to indicate that the state, ito na pala, sorry. Uh, Ken, in your notebook, complete the paragraphs by selecting the appropriate answers for the given choices below. Where being are, be verbs are verbs that indicate the states of blank. Uh, they take the following forms. What are those forms? Uh, was and blank. So that's it. Thank you for your time listening. I hope you have learned the B verbs, and by now you can use the B verbs correctly. Okay. That's it for today. I am your teacher, Teacher Carlo, signing off.